Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to another Fortnite video here on the channel. Now, this video was meant to go out earlier, but unfortunately we had some slight technical difficulties. But today we're going to be looking at the day of Doom LTM. So this LTM is out for about 2.5 weeks until October 4th, and it is just a reskin of the good old Avengers Endgame game mode that you should all be familiar with. It is a 16v16 battle where you are either on the side of Doom's henchmen or the allies of the Avengers. Now, we'll get into that a little bit more when we go into the game. It's a very cool game mode. There are some quests that come with it, but it looks like there'll be more quests to come, seeing as you need to complete 8 to get the loading screen, and there are only 6 currently available. There are 3 quests for the heroes team and 3 for the villains. So they are to basically win as the heroes, win as the villains, deal damage with the hero items, deal damage with the gauntlets, hit players with the shockwave grenades, which is what the villains have, and then the heroes have chug splash and slap splash. So as you can see, you need to use that 10 times on allies. Those all give you 20,000 XP, plus there's 20,000 XP every 10 minutes of playtime in this game mode. So there's a nice little boost of XP, and it's also a very clever way to get through your survivor medals nice and easily. But without further ado, enough talking, let's get straight to it, the exciting new LTM. So, aside from having some cool loading screens, when you load in, you will get told which team you're on, and as you can see, we are on the team of the henchmen. So, how this works, a little bit like the previous one, is that effectively you have, on the henchman team, a certain amount of respawns, on the heroes team, unlimited respawns, and the henchmen have just got to survive and collect the 6 artifacts. Now, the artifacts used to be the Infinity Stones. They are now, as you can tell, not the Infinity Stones. They're like little gems that have letters on them that spell out the words Jonesy, which is pretty cool. But when you get the first gem, Doom can start spawning, which powers up the henchmen a little bit. Once you get all 6 of these artifacts, that prevents respawning for the heroes. So effectively, if you are on the side of the henchmen, you have got to collect the 6 stones, or 6 artifacts, and then eliminate the heroes. The heroes, on the other hand, have to just wipe out all of the respawns for the villains. Once the villains can no longer respawn, obviously that is the end. And then, as you can see here, what's about to happen, once you get your first stone, once you get your first artifact, Doom can now spawn. So whoever collected the first artifact becomes Doom, but then once Doom dies, anyone can become Doom after that point. But let's rush in, let's get ourselves this crystal, shall we? Or we could just get ourselves killed, that also works. The thing is, with this game mode, the only way really that the henchmen are going to succeed is if they utilise Doom well. If your Doom uses his 1000 health and his powerful abilities to help you get the gems, you'll probably win. If they don't, you probably won't, because all it takes is all of the heroes to try and lock down one specific crystal, and I tell you now, you will not get it. If they lock it down, you're going to have a real big nightmare trying to get that gem. As you can see right here, I mean, I'm just trying to build to protect myself here, but it takes 6 seconds to actually capture the gem. So, even if I get in here, I've got to interact with this for 6 seconds just to be able to claim it, which is a lot of time and energy. But if you're lucky like we are here, you might be able to sneak in and grab it once you wipe the heroes off of the site. As time progresses, you'll see that the gems will continue spawning in. That's what the little bar is over on the right hand side, and the gems that you've gotten up here, that's the actual gems. So we've got the N and the S already. It's interesting that I've chosen it to spell out Jonesy, I must say. Just kind of further backs the theory that he's going to die this season, which I know a lot of people will be quite upset actually if they kill off Jonesy. The staple of Fortnite being wiped out just like that. But yeah, Dr. Doom respawns just like that. The other key thing then that I want to try and show you guys with the game mode is the variation in loadouts. So on the Doom side, you start off with the Mythic Assault Rifle, the Mythic Shockwave Grenade and the Gauntlets, and as you get the first two artifacts you give yourselves the Shotgun, is the second artifact, and the first artifact gives you the Mythic Monarch Pistol. So you sort of power yourselves up by getting these gems, but also the actual heroes side has a little bit of a change up with their loadouts as time goes on. Every time they respawn they can get a new loadout, so those loadouts are based on different characters. You've got the War Machine loadout, which has the War Machine arsenal and hoverjets. You have the Shuri loadout, which has like a couple of weapons and the Black Panther claws. There is the Captain America loadout, which has the shield. There is also a Iron Man loadout that has Iron Man's new things. So there are some cool loadouts that you can hopefully use to collect these gems. But all in all, it's a very cool game mode. But let's use power editing to skip forward a little bit. So folks, as you can see, we only have one artifact left, but you can also see on the right hand side, we're running out of lives. And we're running out of them quickly, to the point where respawning is going to get disabled soon, and we're still no closer to getting this last one. And by the last one, you can actually see that it wasn't the last one. This is the fourth that we're still stuck on. This one has just been here for most of the game, and we just can't get to it because they've got it locked up tighter than Fort Knox so far, because that's exactly the problem with this kind of game mode, is you're gonna have a team that just chooses one that's in a good enough spot and they try to lock it up tight. And the only way you're going to get in there and get it is if you're really, really lucky. Which unfortunately right now we are. And there is only so much that we can do to try and take it back. I mean, I'm seeing an absolute massacre here. And it comes to something when the only person who's left alive is Luke, who's AFK. And this is really annoying because, unfortunately, the video that I was going to record and post earlier, we actually won. But it was on the heroes side. But, I guess sometimes you can't win them all. But all in all, it's a very cool game mode, and you do get to experience a lot, and if you guys haven't been able to get Doom in the normal game modes, then you can get him here. But with that all said and done, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative, enjoyable, and fun to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.